Hello, scrapbookers. This is Megan, and I am back today to do a 6x6 fix layout. So I thought I would just do a little intro. So I am going to be using this 6x6 paper pad from, let's see if it'll focus. It is by Jennifer Burset, and it's called Just Splendid, and it was made by My Mind's Eye. I think the collection is called Record It, and then they had a bunch of different designers design for that collection, I guess. They used to do that a lot. I'm not sure if they really do that anymore, but I bought this. This is a 2014 collection. Whoa, it's old. And it is almost gone. Like, I have like 10 pieces of paper left, maybe 15, and I want to use it up. I know I'm not going to use it up today, but I thought these colors were really pretty. And this is the photo that I chose to use, and the colors in the photo, you know, kind of go along with these colors. They're a little different, like the hues are a little different, but I kind of like, you know, this green. I feel like this green totally makes this blue just pop off the page, and the gray totally, you know, just makes it pop off the page. So this is what I'm going to be using today, is this paper pad. I have kind of an idea of what I want to do. I also found this best day ever little 3x4 card, and this honestly was like the best day ever. So I'm thinking I'm going to use that as my journaling, and this is actually going to be a 12x12 layout, and it is going to go into my family scrapbook. So I have decided that in my family scrapbook, I'm going to put some photos from my vacation when I went and visited Hannah back in the end of July, beginning of August this year. So I've decided I'm going to put some of the photos in my 2020 album and do a few layouts just in our family album. And then I'm also going to do just a dedicated album. And that one is coming soon to a Crafty Meggy classroom near you. I'm working on it, and I'm super excited to share it. I'll probably do an album share on YouTube, but I probably will just do the whole album as a class because I haven't really had time to do my Start That Album class. And so I think I'm going to use that album and an album for my son Jonas for that class to give tons and tons of content. So that is coming, and there is going to be a price change for that. So keep your eyes out. I am going to be releasing that album class, and each of the classes is going to be, I believe, $45 each is what it's going to turn out to. So it's going to be a completely different class than I had originally planned on, and it is taking longer than I had planned on it taking. So keep your eyes out for that, but let's jump into this layout.
Hello, scrapbookers, and welcome to the process video part of this layout. So I did want to apologize that this video is a couple days late. Yeah, my husband's birthday was on Sunday, and I literally spent that whole day just hanging out with him and as a family, and it was just the perfect day. So I didn't do any scrapbooking at all. Had been planning to do this over the weekend, and the whole weekend was just spent relaxing, so it was kind of nice. Anyway, here you can see I decided to mat the photo on a kind of off-white grid piece of paper. And then here, I thought it would be kind of cool to cut down this patterned 6x6 paper from the pad. And it was a bunch of triangles just kind of stacked on top of each other. And I thought that was kind of a cool way to use this 6x6 paper pad differently, was to cut out the triangles along this line. So here you can see I finished with that one side, and then I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna put this behind this little best day ever journaling card, and that's totally going to be an accent piece for this journaling card. So I am just going to cut the rest of this pattern out, and that is exactly where I'm going to put it. And then I'm going to, there is a little of a kind of blank spot in the top part there. I'm going to do a little bit of embellishing up there. So the reason I decided to put the journaling card on top of the photo, or part of the photo, is because there were some people in the photo and I just didn't really like the way that looked. I could have used some editing software and just cut it out, or I could have spent the time and just did it myself in Photoshop, but I decided I just liked this and this was just fine. So here I'm trying to decide which pattern paper I want to go behind the photo, and I decide that I'm going to use this kind of off-white and kind of bright yellowish greenish color. I really liked the way it contrasts with the blue in the photo. Then I'm going to add a couple of the 6x6 papers. I cut them up. One of them I just cut it in half, and the other one I cut it into fourths. And I am just going to do lots of clean lines on this layout. So now I'm trying to figure out which color of ink I want to use to blend the ink on the edges of the papers and everything. So I am going to choose Peacock. This is a color from Close to My Heart, and it is kind of a teal color. It's more on the blue side than on the green side, which is the reason why I picked it. I really wanted to emphasize that blue. So I'm going to do the blue on the photo mat, and then I'm like, oh, maybe I should do kind of tan color. So I pull out Toffee, which is also from Close to My Heart. And when I'm off, I am looking for the little ink blending tool and the brush pad. And so I'm going to use Toffee on here, and I like it, but then I'm going to ink the edges of the rest of the papers, and I decide I really don't like the Toffee look. So I decide to ink all of the edges. I even go back over the photo edges and I do this Peacock blue / teal ink. So that's what I'm doing here, is just inking all my edges. Now I'm just going to start gluing everything down, and this takes quite a while, so I won't make you watch all of this, but basically I just line all of the papers up and then I glue them down. Like I said, there's a lot of clean lines going on here, and so I'm being very meticulous about making the lines be straight and not crooked or off kilter or anything like that. Now here I am going to glue down the journaling piece here on the photo, and then I'm going to mat the photo with some fun foam. and I'm gonna glue the journaling piece to it so that I can just add the fun foam to that as well and not have to do that 2 separate times. So this works out really well because I already had like a funky hanging off piece. So I'm just gonna cut this down, add a couple extra little strips, and then that is going to be it for the photo cluster and mat. I'm gonna glue that onto the spot where you had seen it before, and it works out really awesome. Okay, now I'm going to start adding in some embellishments, and I keep the embellishments really, really simple with this layout. I have these Whimsy Fox cutouts, so there's some sewn tags and then some felt stars. So I'm going to use those in 3 clusters. Here you can see. Then I'm also going to add in a tag from a different My Mind's Eye collection that is also, I think it's from 2013. And then these arrows, I believe those are from Scrapping Reflections. I will have to leave links below to all of the supplies. I am supporting a lot of little shops that are on Etsy or just on their own website and everything. So make sure you check out all the links below because their links will be down there. So here I'm cutting out this My Mind's Eye little frame thingy. I don't know what you call that. Label, I guess. And then also from my stash, I am going to bring in a little yellow sticker that says Sun and Fun. And I'm also going to bring in, so I try out this Good Vibes little 2x2 card. I don't really like it. So then I find this other one that says Yes Weekend, and it's a pretty pink color and it works perfect with the layout. Then I'm going to open up these little, so there's the little Sun and Fun circle piece that I add. Now I am going to bring in this sticker, phrase sticker that says I'll always remember. And actually after I get done with this layout, I do add a couple other little phrase stickers, and those are from the I Am Simple Stories collection from this year that I got with my scrapbooking store kit, and a couple other ones I think from Amy Tangerine and possibly Studio Calico, I can't remember. But you'll find those in the photos, so you'll see what that looks like in the end. So now here I'm trying to decide between Scrapping Reflections black little stars to glue here on the rating that it has, because of course I have to rate the weekend, and it was definitely a 5-star weekend. So I was going between the black one, acrylic ones from Scrapping Reflections, or the wood veneer ones from, oh goodness, I think those are from Scrapping Reflections too. I will leave links below to those products as well. I decided to go with the black acrylic ones, and then I'm gonna not glue them down, and I'm gonna do the journaling, or try to do the journaling, and I pick up the pen and one of them goes flying away. I have no idea where it went. And I spent like 5 minutes looking around my room trying to find, I got down on my hands and knees and felt around on the floor, and I cannot find it. I am so sad because now I have one less star. So I'm going to decide to just pull those off and not worry about it for right now, and maybe I'll find it later. So here you can see I'm kind of searching for it on my desk. So I'm going to go ahead and do my journaling. The date was August 2nd, 2020, and the place was Dungeness Spit. And my journaling just says, this view was so amazing. It took so long to walk through the forest to get here, but it was so worth it. I'm super happy with how this layout turned out. I really love the photo and just the colors that I used on the layout. I hope you enjoyed this, and make sure you check out all the links to the products below, and also check out Caitlin's video as well. I will see you guys again soon. Bye!